Since Lionel Messi joined Inter Miami in 2023, MLS has become a destination for some of the biggest names in world football. Luis Suarez plays alongside Messi in Miami, Thomas Müller, Son Heung-min, and James Rodríguez have all moved to America in recent months, but the summer of 2026 could see even more superstars heading to the United States. Today, we're looking at 7 high-profile players who could be joining MLS this year. Let's get into it. 7. Philippe Coutinho. Let's start with Philippe Coutinho. Remember him? Coutinho played alongside Mohamed Salah at Liverpool before joining Barcelona in January 2018 for a deal worth up to £142 million. That remains the 3rd most expensive transfer in football history, but Coutinho never justified that price tag. After failing at Barcelona, he had stints at Bayern Munich, Aston Villa and Al Duhail in Qatar. Then he returned to his boyhood club, Vasco da Gama in Brazil, but even that didn't work out. The 33-year-old faced heavy criticism for his performances and recently terminated his contract by mutual consent. So what's next? Coutinho has received an offer from the Russian side CSKA Moscow, but he's likely to reject that. Reports say he's weighing up 2 options, a move to MLS or retiring from football completely. LA Galaxy have reportedly contacted his representatives. They see him as a replacement for Riqui Puig, who will miss the entire 2026 MLS season after undergoing another ACL reconstruction on his left knee. LA Galaxy need a creative midfielder, and Coutinho, even at his current level, could fill that role. If he does join MLS, it'll be a last chance to salvage what's left of his career. 6. Cristiano Ronaldo. Admittedly, this one is less likely, but we'd love to see it. Cristiano Ronaldo left Europe following the termination of his Manchester United contract in 2022 and is now playing for Saudi Pro League side Al Nassr, but there have been cracks in that relationship. Ronaldo recently became angered by the perceived lack of support that Al Nassr have received in the transfer market from Saudi Arabia's Public Investment Fund. The 41-year-old went on strike for 3 matches in protest. That's a huge statement. MLS teams reportedly made initial inquiries with his camp regarding a potential move to the United States during that time. A move to MLS would see Ronaldo renew his rivalry with Lionel Messi. The 2 legends spent years facing each other at Real Madrid and Barcelona. Seeing them go head-to-head in America would be incredible for the league. It would bring global attention to MLS and boost viewing figures massively. However, Ronaldo has since reaffirmed his commitment to the Saudi Pro League. He's still contracted to Al Nassr and earning enormous money, but if Al Nassr don't spend heavily in the summer transfer window, Ronaldo could push for a move. He's competitive and wants to win trophies. If he feels Al Nassr aren't backing him, MLS could become a real option. It's unlikely, but it's not impossible. Ronaldo joining MLS would be one of the biggest stories in football. The league would do everything possible to make it happen. 5. Casemiro. After a difficult second season, he's bounced back this year and looks like the player United thought they were getting when they signed him from Real Madrid. But despite his improved form, Casemiro is poised to leave Old Trafford when his contract expires in the summer. Former clubs Porto and Sao Paulo are reportedly looking to re-sign him on a free transfer. Inter Miami could be in the market for another midfielder following Sergio Busquets' decision to retire at the end of the MLS season. Casemiro could slot straight into that role. LA Galaxy have also been linked with the 5-time Champions League winner. He could follow in the footsteps of former Manchester United players David Beckham and Zlatan Ibrahimovic, who both joined LA Galaxy late in their careers. Casemiro would be a fantastic addition to MLS. 4. Mohamed Salah. Speculation over Salah's future at Anfield has been rife since December, when the 33-year-old spoke to the press and claimed to no longer have a relationship with manager Arne Slot. That was a bombshell. It had been thought that Saudi Arabia would be the most likely destination for the Egyptian international. Saudi clubs have been chasing him for years, but a move to America could now be on the cards this summer. If Salah does go to America, San Diego will be among the favourites to secure his signature. They're backed by Egyptian-born billionaire Mohamed Mansour, who has deep pockets and wants to make a statement signing. San Diego will also have a designated player slot available once they remove Hirving Lozano from their books. Salah in MLS would be massive. He's a global superstar, one of the best players of his generation. The attention he'd bring to the league would be enormous. It would be one of the biggest signings in MLS history, alongside Messi and David Beckham. 3. Bernardo Silva. Bernardo Silva has enjoyed a trophy-laden career at Manchester City, 6 Premier League titles, 2 FA Cups, 4 EFL Cups, a Champions League and a FIFA Club World Cup. He's won everything. The 31-year-old is the club captain and remains a key player under Pep Guardiola, but his City contract expires at the end of the season. When asked about his future, Silva said, "I have an idea of what will happen, but it's not a good time to speak about it. When the time comes, the club and I will announce it, and you will know." That's not the response of a player who's staying. If Silva does decide to leave the Etihad, he'll have no shortage of suitors. Barcelona, Atletico Madrid, Juventus, Paris Saint-Germain, Benfica and Galatasaray have all been credited with interest, but Chicago Fire are looking to rival those European teams. They've reportedly held talks with Silva's representatives and are willing to offer a 3-year deal that would see him earn up to £8.9 million per year. That's a lot of money for MLS standards. If Chicago Fire can pull this off, it would be a statement signing. It would show that MLS can compete with Europe for top talent. 2. Robert Lewandowski. This season, Lewandowski has started just 10 La Liga games. Manager Hansi Flick has often preferred the versatile Ferran Torres as his central striker. That's a clear sign that Barcelona are planning for life after Lewandowski. His contract expires at the end of the season, and Barcelona are reportedly looking to replace him with either Harry Kane or Julian Alvarez. Chicago Fire hold his MLS discovery rights and has been trying to convince the 37-year-old Poland international to make the move. They reportedly held positive talks with him in December, and more discussions have followed. A recent London meeting took place between Lewandowski's agent, Pini Zahavi, and Fire owner Joe Mansueto. Fire manager Greg Berhalter is clearly a fan. He said, "He's a fantastic player. No player has scored more goals than Robert Lewandowski in the last 15 years in the top 5 leagues. He does it everywhere he plays. I'm a big fan of his. I've been following him for years, and I'm sure that if you like football and you like goals, then you have to like Lewandowski." Lewandowski joining MLS would be huge. He's a proven goal scorer, a serial winner, and a complete professional. Even at 37, he'd be one of the best strikers in the league. And now, the number 1 candidate, Antoine Griezmann. This one is happening right now. Griezmann has spent his entire professional career in Spain, scoring 204 goals in 552 La Liga appearances across spells at Real Sociedad, Barcelona, and Atletico Madrid. But the 34-year-old former France international has never hidden his affinity for American culture and his desire to play in MLS before he retires. Back in 2020, Griezmann said, "I don't know which team, but I really want to play there. For me, it's an objective to end my career in the United States with the possibility of playing well and being a big part of the team and fighting for a title." Now, that dream is about to become reality. Orlando City hold his MLS discovery rights, which gives them first claim at signing the forward. Sporting director Ricardo Moreira has traveled to Spain multiple times to work on the deal. Reports say negotiations have accelerated significantly in recent days and an agreement is close. Simeone said, "I won't speak for Antoine. I love him. I've spoken to him about a lot of things, not just this issue. I've already told him what I think. Let's hope he always makes the best choice, what he wants, because he deserves all the affection, everything that he needs. I think he's in a place where he deserves to choose what he wants to do." That's basically Simeone giving Griezmann his blessing to leave. Orlando City are pushing hard to finalize the deal before the MLS transfer window closes on March 26th. If they can get it done, Griezmann could be playing in Florida within weeks. It would be one of the biggest signings in MLS history and a massive statement for the league. So there you have it, 7 superstars who could be joining MLS in 2026. From Griezmann and Lewandowski to Salah and Ronaldo, this could be the biggest summer in MLS history. Which player would you most like to see in America? Let us know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this video, smash that like button and subscribe to the channel. See you in the next one.